Someone is big mad. You escaped the evil trap. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone is big mad. You escaped the evil trap. All right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, you can't trap me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, you can't trap me. All right? Now, family, we have all type of sick traps that people try to place us in, okay? Let me speak about one of the first ones, right? Obviously, we have a physical trap where a person tries to physically trap you, whether that's sex trafficking, whether that is having you inside of a room, whether that is them trying to trap you, trap your body, all right? Trap you in any type of way, trap you in a box, whatever the case is. That's the obvious, right? But you also have a mental trap where people try to get inside your mind and make you think wrongly about yourself. Where people try to get inside your mind and make you feel as if what they say is the Bible, it's the law, right? Maybe that was your auntie. Maybe that was a teacher, a friend, a family member, right? But what happens is, y'all, those who influence us, those who make us feel like somebody, make us feel like someone, whenever they go against something that we want to do or believe in, they put us in a mental trap because we go to thinking about the things they said, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, don't give it no energy. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, don't give it no energy. That dream you was talking about, those aspirations, those goals that you were trying to accomplish, they put you in that mental trap the moment they said, you can't do it. The moment they gave you a detailed explanation of why you can't do it. Makes sense what I'm saying, y'all? People can put you in a mental trap. Maybe this man was giving you compliments, right? This woman made you feel alive, bro. And the moment they stop giving you that validation, there's the validation word. The moment they stop giving you that validation, that attention, right? It made you feel as if you wasn't that. No, you him. You her. Understand that. That's a trap. An emotional trap where people love bomb you and people make you feel so special and make you feel so wanted and desired. And the moment they stop giving you that energy, you fall into that emotional trap. Am I not good enough? Am I too fat? Am I too black? Am I too white, too blue, too purple, too whatever? Understand something, y'all. It's not you, it's them. Don't fall into the emotional trap. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Maybe it's a sexual trap where a person have an STD and they're trying to rush you to have sex. Or maybe you fall into a sexual trap to where you have the wrong man to have your child and you impregnate the wrong woman. That's a trap. Because these act as demons in the long run. You ever had a person who just can call you at any time because they got your child? If you got it, you know it. And for those who don't have it, avoid it at all costs. These are long-term demons, I call. You know why? Because they can just press a button and call you. And they can use the magic word, the kids, against you. Right? But what I'm saying is, y'all, that can be utilized as a trap. So be mindful of mental traps, sexual traps. Be mindful of who you allow to come into your life and come into your soul and spirit emotionally. That can be utilized as a trap to where you can't even eat, sleep, drink, maneuver because this person has you so emotionally connected and emotionally trapped by what they feel or what you think they're feeling about you. And more importantly, how they made you feel about yourself. That's a trap, okay? But with that being said, y'all, you are too smart for that. You are too intelligent for that. And they are big mad right now. You know why, y'all? Because you have escaped that evil trap. What is a trap, Reno? A trap is when a person tries to hold someone or something hostage to get something out of them. A bear trap. Whenever you see a bear trap, they're trying to kill that bear. They hoping that the bear step on it with his foot, right? Maybe they want to eat bear. Believe it or not, y'all, people eat bear. And I heard it was good too, okay? Maybe they're trying to, take it and use it as a carpet. You have bear carpets, right? when you take it, I can't remember what it's called, but when you take the bear head and put it on, mount it on the wall, it's an exact word for that. But what I'm saying is, y'all, in order for that to happen, you got to have some type of trap, okay? But again, you're too intelligent, you're too smart, you're too brilliant. Let's go. And I'm not even trying to flatter you. I want you to understand who you are. Point blank, period, right? But with that being said, y'all, as y'all can see, we are outside connected with nature. All right, it's pretty cool out here, pretty calm. As y'all can see, y'all, a tree had fell down, like a branch or something like that. Here in Atlanta, it was raining real bad the other day, about 2 days ago, right? But here we are, y'all. We outside. I'm sending nothing but love, peace, prosperity, and happiness to the family. If you're having a terrible day, y'all, I'm sending this video to you to let you know it can be so much worse. So have a better day. Have a better day, because somebody else is going through something extremely worse than what you're going through. It'll make you feel like, ooh, thank God for my blessings, right? So I'm sending nothing but love, peace, prosperity, and happiness to the family, all right? But with that being said, y'all, let's get right into it. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and send a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. I apologize for the long intro, y'all, because obviously I have taken 2 days off, y'all, a weekend, and I just got so much to say. I'm really happy to see the family. So here we are, y'all. Let's go ahead and get right into it, right? Number one, y'all, the reason why they are big mad that you escaped the evil trap is because you have top tier intuition. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you have top tier intuition. Now, top tier intuition means that you are connected at your highest spirituality, or to your highest spirituality. You are connected to your highest ability of emotional sense. You are connected at your highest ability of physical sense. You are at the pinnacle, which means when you got that top tier intuition, you're going to be able to feel when something ain't right. You're going to be able to sense when someone is out to get you. You're going to be able to pay attention to those person's actions. You're going to be able to see past their words. Yeah, y'all, never pay attention to a person's words. Listen to the actions, right? Listen to the actions. What was the book, y'all? I want to say it was the one where there's I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. I think it was the fox, right? And the fox was talking, he was talking real nice to him, but he was sneaky, right? He was extremely sneaky. And I could be mixing up the stories, y'all, but I want to stick to the point. Just because a person is talking nice to you don't mean that their actions are going to back it up. What's going to help me out with that, Reno? That top tier intuition? Yeah, that top tier intuition. You can be inside of a grocery store, a mall, a concert, maybe a party. And you'll be tapping on your homeboy, your homegirl, and say, hey, bro, it's time to go. Hey, girl, it's time to get up out of here. Why is that? I can feel it's about to be a mass shooting. I can feel something. Listen, it's about to be a collapsing on this roof. I'm just being honest, y'all. You can feel that. See, that is the discernment that God has given you to be able to judge the things that are around you. I'm not saying that we're judging people as if we're God. No, you are judging the environment. You are judging the temperature. You are judging the things that are around you. It's called self-preservation. A gazelle got to do it every day. A lion is looking for a gazelle. A warhog got to do it every day. A lion is looking for a warhog. You have to be able to have self-preservation to save yourself, save your body. Somebody drop in the comments and say, save yourself. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, save yourself. You're going to save yourself by utilizing your top tier intuition. Last thing I'll say on this, y'all, even when it comes to the dating field, right? Yeah, we're going to talk about it very briefly, y'all. I know when you are alone and you've been alone for years, okay, or months, you kind of want that companion, and then it kind of make you force a situation or allow you to fall into a situation that you know not good for you. And your intuition is burning up on the inside. It's letting you know that this person is not the one for us. Keep moving. Keep it pushing. And you're like, nah, but we just gonna Netflix and chill. Nah, man, I'm just gonna go over there and kick it with her, man. She want me to watch a dog anyway. What's the worst that can happen? Y'all ever seen that movie, y'all? What's the worst that can happen with Martin? But the point is, y'all, is that your intuition tells you, even when you're dating, this is the wrong person. This is the wrong place. This is not the right environment. Don't ignore your intuition is what I'm saying. It's talking to you right now. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Don't ignore your intuition. Number 2, it's going to be this right here, family. You are moving with precaution. Oh, yeah. You are moving with precaution, which means you're not in a rush to jump into a trap. You're not in a rush to jump into that job. You're not in a rush to jump into that relationship, that marriage. You're not in a rush to jump into that contract. That's a big one, y'all. Oftentimes, we can't wait to sign on the dotted line. I was just watching Martin the other day, y'all, and that was the episode when it was Halloween, and him, Gina, of course, Pam, Tommy, and Cole, they all had went to that house, right? Martin got tired of living in an apartment. He didn't even see the house. He just came home one day and said, baby, we finna move. We about to get us a house. Moving on up, right? And so Gina was like, well, Martin, did you see the house? And he was like, baby, I ain't have to. We can get it for $50,000. And back in the 90s, y'all, I think a house for $50,000 was like top tier. Like, hold on. Because the thing is, in that time, the market wasn't as, robust and increased as it is now. A house for $50,000, you'll be lucky if you get you a little house on the prairie. But back then, y'all, it was possible. It was doable, right? But sticking to the point is that he wasn't moving with precaution. He couldn't wait to get to that house. So they get to the house, y'all, and they signed on the dotted line. He couldn't wait. The dude kept on throwing them signs, but he couldn't wait. And so, long story short, y'all, once he signed on the dotted line, he gave the man the $3,000 deposit, and turned out the house was haunted, right? Now, at the end of the show, it was showing that the man was scamming them, and he would scare people away, making it seem as if the house was haunted. But at the end of the show, it kind of showed that the house was really haunted. The point was, y'all, is that when you don't move with precaution, you get your name signed on the dotted line, and now you're stuck into something. Yeah, you stuck in that lease now. You stuck in that mortgage now. You stuck with that person who you had a baby with, who you know you should not been laying down with. You gotta move with precaution. There's a reason why we got yield signs, on the when you're driving through the city or driving through urban areas or rural areas. There's a reason why we got a yellow light. And those who move past or speed past the yellow light and through the yield signs are the ones who be causing the most accidents and wrecks. Move with precaution. That's why I love that song by Skip Marley, y'all. Bob Marley, I want to say grandson, and her. Slow down, oh, slow down. I love that song, y'all, and the reason why, because it reminds me of how fast people move, and they're so quick to jump into a trap, right? Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Slow down, okay? Be sure to drop in the comments, family, and say slow down. However, you're the opposite, family. Oh yeah, you're the opposite. You know why? Because you are moving with precaution, okay? And they can't stand when a person move with precaution. I'm gonna tell you this right here, y'all, and we'll move on to number 3. But even when I'm in a store, oh yeah, I move with precaution. I don't care because people are behind me. I don't care because it's a long line. I don't care because people are trying to get to the car and because they got their kids in it. You should have brought your kids in the store. That was your fault. The point being is, y'all, and I love kids. Let me make sure I make that clear. I love kids. But the point is, it's not my problem that you have to rush to your emergency because you made a frivolous decision. It's not my issue. I'm not going to rush because you want to take my money. I'm not going to rush because you can't wait to break my heart. I'm not going to rush because you need something fast in your facility, or you need a person to fill a space. Because once you're done with me, you're going to let me know how you're done with me. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Move with precaution, okay? Number three, you maintain your independence, right? You maintain your independence. See, family, if you give a man a fish, he will only eat for a day, I promise you. But if you teach him how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. But if you show him how to own the pond, then he'll never work for another man in a day in his life. Or he'll never work for another man a day in his life, right? But the point is, y'all, is this right here. When you're talking about a person who know how to own the pond, they know how to catch a fish, they have a level of independence. Where people want you to be at is to ask them for another fish. They want you to ask, can you use their pond? So you won't need another man if you know how to own the pond. You won't have to work for another man if you understand how to own the pond. Well, what are you saying right now? That is a level of independence. People don't want you to have independence. They want you to be dependent because they could dangle the fish right in front of your face. They could dangle what you need in front of your face. Oh, you need your phone bill paid? You got to come to Big Daddy. Oh, you need some shoes, some clothes? You got to come to Big Daddy, right? So be careful when you put people in position over your resources, over your livelihood for sure. And we're seeing that, y'all, with these jobs. When you allow jobs to have control over your livelihood, oh, man, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be an issue. You know why? Because the moment I lay you off, furlough you, or, put you in a position where you can't provide for your family, oh, you're going down fast. It's a snowball effect. Can't pay your rent, can't pay your light, can't pay this, can't pay that. Now you evicted, now you on the street. Got to see if you can live with someone else. Now you're homeless. There's the story right there. It's a domino effect, snowball effect, right? But this can be avoided when you maintain your independence. This is why they pissed off at you. That's why they was mad at Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke was owning his masters in the 50s and 60s. He was owning his own record label. He was getting paid off for publishing. Independent. People can't stand individuals like Nipsey Hussle. Independent. When you are independent, y'all, they can't take advantage of you. Somebody drop in the comments and say I'm independent. Okay? Number 4, y'all, it's going to be this right here, family. You have the right people in the right places around you. Okay? Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. You have the right people in right places around you, okay? Which means you have a support system, right? Y'all can, substitute that in for a support system if that make more sense to you. But the point is you have a support system. People can't stand whenever you have a healthy support system around you. Can y'all imagine how many people are looking for I Show Speed, Casanat, all these young multimillionaires or young high 6-figure earners or young successful guys? Y'all know how many people are looking for them? A lot. Y'all know why? Because people know that they have money, they have success, but their mind is still not fully developed. Which means you can put them around the best of the best. You can give them all type of money. You can put them in a Lamborghini. But if his mind ain't there, all I need is an hour with him. All I need is 30 minutes with him, right? See, listen, y'all, the worst nightmare of a CEO is one of his employees being around a self-employed person or an entrepreneur. Ooh, y'all gonna see him pass out, right? Like you say on Boys in the Hood. Y'all want to see a dead body? Oh, yeah, that CEO gonna be somewhere passed out. I don't need you around people who understand the game. I got to keep you dumbfounded, right? I got to keep you dumbfounded. Somebody drop in the comments and say I'm highly intelligent. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I'm highly intelligent. All right? Moving on to the next one, family. It's going to be this right here, y'all. Number 5. And let me say this too, y'all. That's why a pimp, this is pimp mentality. That's why a pimp looks for young ladies without their fathers, right? Preferably without fathers and mothers. But if I can find a woman without their fathers, that means I have a void to fulfill, right? That's why women without their fathers are more prone and probable to be taken advantage of. Why? Because you don't have that male figure. You don't have that masculine, figure around you. So you're lost, right? You're lost. in terms of having a male leader in front of you to lead you by example, right? But anyway, number 5, y'all, sticking to it, it's going to be this right here, y'all. Boundaries. You set boundaries, okay? You set boundaries. And that's always great. You know why, y'all? Because whenever you set a boundary, you are teaching people how to treat you. You're teaching people how to handle you. When you set those boundaries by stating, no, I can't, I'm incapable, I'm not able, right? You're going to see exactly who they are immediately, right? Immediately. It's almost like they have a mask on, and as soon as you say the magic words, they take the mask off, right? They take the mask off. Set those boundaries, because those boundaries are not only protecting you from yourself, but it's also protecting you from them. You got to set boundaries not only for them, but for yourself, and not only for yourself, but also for them. That is your protection, okay? When you order, or not order, y'all, but when you book a rental car, what happens? You have to put insurance on there. That's the boundary. If you don't have that boundary on there, then you're going to have to come out of pocket. You got to set that boundary on there, all right? They're letting you know that, hey, you can get the car, and if you don't put that insurance on it, everything is going to be on you. We letting you know. That's a boundary. Guess what? Now, we don't want to do it. Okay, well, not only have you told me who you are, but you better have some money, all right? And most people are going to go ahead and, you know what, let me add that extra $30 fee, right? Boundary. You have to set the boundary, y'all, because it protects you, and it also protects them. But the more important thing, y'all, it keeps you away from that evil trap. Make sense of what I'm saying, family? Drop in the comments and let me know, all right? But with that being said, y'all be sure to get one of these Yes Sir t-shirts, Yes Sir hoodies, okay? Book a one-on-one session with your boy, okay? Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to check out any one of those books. And, of course, be sure to enroll into my social influence course. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.